get going.
Zevlor.
By Delt's virtue. The Blade of Frontiers? What's happened, Will?
I paid the price of angering the wrong devil.
Believe me, I understand better than most.
A moment passes as Zevlor contemplates Will's words. He then turns his attentions to you.
A scout just reported. The goblins' leadership has been decimated. We might escape this place yet. And I hear you are the one to thank. I'm grateful. I took a collection from all of us. It isn't much, but you've earned it. It's not enough, but it's all we have.
Halsin will likely want to thank you too, mind. He returned just a while ago. I believe he's catching up with Korga. As for us...
No armies at our heels. Amazing. We can finally leave. But perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us.
Until we make the coin for a maybe.
Remember, stay near the center of the group, all right?
We're not in the clear yet. Keep sharp until we're standing on cobbles in Baldur's Gate.
The younglings are a nuisance.
Let us go! I wish to feel the road beneath my hooves. Taste the fresh grass.
I knew this would come right if we just stayed positive. Not that your blade didn't help too. This place. It's a pity we can't stay. I doubt there's...
Right. All of our takings stashed away for the journey?
Heltrel didn't want us. And those druids sure as hell didn't either.
God, it seems we might actually make it to the city now.
I'd have put good coin on you running off into the sunset. But you did it. You stopped the goblins.
You took care of the goblins.
Arm yourself.
What's this? Mattis, this...
You do good work. If you can handle more than goblins, might be I'll have use of you in Baldur's Gate. Always a deal to be done, even now. Try not to die up there.
We're not in the clear yet. Keep sharp until we're standing on cobbles in Baldur's Gate.
Don't be breaking your back before we get to Baldur's Gate. Don't I know it? But there's 2 more boxes after this one.
I nearly dispatched those goblins myself, but it seemed... And why wield a masterwork where a butcher's blade will do?
Back to worrying about road rations it is. So many mouths. Well, that's not a bad problem to have.
So it's true. You scattered the goblins. Peace can finally return to this corner of the Sword Coast. Thank you. Of course. May you keep balance.
No chance.
Let's march!
Hope this ends well. You took it upon yourself to undertake the Rite of Thorns. I ought to exile you from this place. Forever. Instead, I shall listen to the explanation that you owe me.
I owe you nothing. Goblins swarmed us like roaches while you stumbled after the past. You chose to abandon us. I chose to protect us.
Silence! The rite has been ended. I will allow you to stay, but consider yourself a novice anew. You have forgotten the ways of the Druids, our place in the natural order. You shall learn it all once again, right here. Backslide, and nature's fury will crush you.
As you wish, Master Halsin.
She shows great insolence, but time will humble her. And the Grove still needs her. You will soon see why. But enough of that for now. I owe you my thanks. The Grove stands. Nature prevails. And again, I am in your debt. Speak to Wrath. He will reward you for your efforts. Tomorrow morning, we shall discuss what is to come.
Then banish me. When the coming army marches, there will be none to protect you. Peace. Enjoy it while it lasts.
I thought you were...
The boar prances around, haunches clenching and unclenching impatiently.
Where's Halsin? Promise me a mate!
We're free of the goblins, but the Grove is... The days ahead won't be easy.
You done it. You brought Halsin back. Thank you. No, thanks is not enough. May Sylvanus bless you for all your days. I cannot imagine taking on a camp full of goblins was a simple task. As am I. The Grove will be whole again. And I promised you a reward, didn't I? Let me show you on your map where you can find the cache. Take this rune. You'll need it. Place it among the pedestals inside our library. When the wolf glows brightest, everything in the vault below will be yours.
Leave. You are not wanted here.
You did this Grove a great favor. Now leave the rest to us.
Toddlers are easier to please than you lot.
Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am.
Would you look at this place? It's nice to be somewhere where good is still possible. And with good potations, too. You two, enjoy yourself tonight.
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy. Perhaps it'll...
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for? I think you'll find I've been showing ample concern for myself since the moment we met. I mean, desperate people. Like those refugees. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd. Something like that. I was taught to reject anything that distracted from Shah. But there'll be time for penance later. Share a bottle with me? We should wait a little while. Until the others have drifted off. Best not keep me waiting. I'd prefer not to entertain myself.
Think of it. No more cave. We'll be in a city.
This party's a bit more...
Patience? Have you no respect?
Having performance...
Behold!
Adoring applause?
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast.
Never have I met such
That's more like it. How many goblins did we kill? 10?
Try not to get too close, Cal.
Yes. Remember what happened last time?
I was 8, and you magicked up a kitten. How was I supposed to know it was made of fire? Sherry! Or
Thank you. There's that confidence. I thank you for seeking me out. Amid all this merry... I was hoping you'd spare me a moment. There was some... More's the pity you've already found someone else to make merry with. Just the two of you. There's something unspeakable about Shadowheart. But I mean that in a good way. She seems to me like a bud on the cusp of bursting into a rose. That, or deadly nightshade. Far be it from me, of course, to question your tastes. Jealousy is in the eye of the beholder, or something along those lines. The wine might be befuddling me a smidge. The point is, I have hope. Each new sunrise may yet be the one to coax our budding bond to blossom. But I think it's fair to say, it won't be today's. Now please, go and enjoy your evening. This won't be the first party I've spent moping in self-indulgence with a bottle of wine for company.
Ah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone. Really? I'm honored. In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood, and I didn't want to cast a grey cloud over the night. I'm a devil. I love the people from the Grove, but I unsettle them deep down, as I seem to unsettle everyone nowadays. You don't want a devil at your party. Horns this sharp will pop the balloons, you see, and the guests won't take kindly to scars quite so monstrous. If only half the world had half the heart you do. But, off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music. Some time alone beneath the stars and I'll be... Still...
I like these people. They're joyful. It's contagious.
Spicy. All right. Hearts a-quiver. We raised our bows. I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Neogis, yet they could not match your nerve today. A pity for us you have promised your night to the half-elf. I've no doubt you will satisfy your tastes for endless conversation. Vlaakith demands of me no... If only I might lay... Come morning, you will wonder how my lips might have tasted. How my Oh, but do enjoy yourself this night.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow. In truth, I rarely imbibe. The stuff goes right to my head. Before you know it, I'd be breaking into song, then you have never heard me singing. Which makes you very fortunate. Go on, enjoy.
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling but I need an angle. Any ideas? But of course, that deserves to be remembered.
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. Though you seek repose, you needn't spend the night alone. There is one who yearns for you in the dark. Who will you seek? Your heart skips a beat. What treasures might this night bestow?
You made it. Come here. Sit with me. Lots of people make promises. Few keep them. Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions? Bold. What does us entail? I suppose I'll find out. To us. Now tell me something about yourself. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you. Don't laugh, but I'm not quite sure how. When you worship Shard, secrecy is everything. A lot of the little things, they're lost to me right now. Perhaps. But please, there's still plenty of wine, and the whole night is ahead of us. Nearly light. The others will be awake soon. What? I know, but you're sweet to notice. Thank you for last night. Me too.
She trails off. You read an invitation in her eyes.
That didn't hurt, did it? I'd like to think that would have happened anyway. Let's head back, if we must.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
I suppose it was too much to hope we were going to be cured here and now. To Moonrise, then.
To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. I must see for myself.
Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack.
If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse.
The decision is yours, but I'd favor the Underdark. Even a place like that is the lesser evil compared to the Shadow-cursed lands. You'll need to pick it up where Aradin left off. Find the hidden entrance. It's somewhere in the Temple of Selûne. Anything is preferable to risking the Shadow Curse. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel.
I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned. Unfinished business, and a lifetime.
I helped overthrow Ketheric Thorm and his Dark Justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. I spent years researching the curse, trying to put an end to it. Nothing has worked. Yet, if I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse. Same as you may find a cure for your infection. Precisely. Then perhaps I could have done something about both the Shadow Curse and Ceremorphosis aberrations. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aradin and his band. We didn't even get close. I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. A bird's already been dispatched to summon her. Wrath has promise, but he has a ways to go yet. He wasn't able to stop Korga by... The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence. Resentment will spring up like mushrooms no matter what I do. Now, we've quite the journey ahead.
My apologies. Huh. Not quite myself just yet. She told me she was watching over me. An uncanny apparition. Not entirely sure what to make of it. Very curious. In all my readings on the effects of a lithid parrot, another unique quality of our predicament, perhaps. Are you inclined to take these visitors at their word? Nothing wrong with maintaining a healthy suspicion in such matters. Still, it might be wiser to keep an open mind on the matter. Our visitors' promises of aid might yet bear valuable fruit. Oh, nothing would give me greater pleasure. Which of our esteemed company am I stepping in for? Back in the thick of things at last. Oh, how exciting. No rest for the wicked, I see.
I shall be here in thy camp. As thou...
At the ready.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Please, Tusk. It's not the time.
I applaud your taste.
No time to dally.
Ready and willing.
The air feels different. Colder.
There's no time to waste.
Lost in thought.
Please return.
What's the story?
Before it's too late.
I'd forgotten how beautiful our grove
What am I to do? My faith will guide me. Bring us news, my friend. Bring us.
Come on, let's go.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Don't burn yourself.
A long way to go still.
Feels like I've been holding my breath for a 10-day.
Wanna dance?
My faith protects me.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
You have my attention.
We're okay. We're safe.
I'm ready.
Direct me.
No one's stopped me yet.
No more fighting. No more fighting.
Soldier.
Just
Can't give up now.
Thanks to you, we have the chance to...
To live in more interesting times.
Peace.
It'll take a while for us all to recover. Of course. May you keep balance.
The book is locked tight. You try to examine the book, but the long...
Please don't open the creepy book.
You feel better the second the book is out of your hands.
What are you doing? That's the way to treat a book.
The voices return, louder, stronger, commanding you to stop. But they have no hold on you. All you have to do is strike. The book is locked. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you. You feel better the second the voices, they have... The book is... You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing... You feel better the second...
What are you doing?
The voices, they have no hold.
Attention! I'm gonna enjoy this.
Charmed, I'm sure.
My faith will guide me.
What to do?
The book is locked tight. When you try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in.
One day I'll catch a break.
We'll be stronger for all of this.
Still breathing, despite everything.
give up. Not now. Have to keep going.
Bye-bye, lovelies.
I can't have gone far. I can't.
You are as thick as they come, sweetness. This is my personal playhouse, and you don't have an invite. Get out! Has that wriggler eaten your brain already? Leave, or you'll end up in tonight's stew. You'll go nicely with Mayrina. She's already marinating.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon.
Thank you.
Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent. I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy. Who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself. The Lady of Mysteries. The goddess Mistra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse. And later, even my lover. Oh, yes. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mistra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries. tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. But she only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale? Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. He almost managed, but not quite, and his entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms, until the day Mystra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess? The answer was to try. And the outcome was to fail. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mystra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book, bound, then suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however. Rather worse, actually. I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep. We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this. It must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
If having dangerous otherworldly objects stuck in your skin is wrong, then Gale and I both have to go. We're not really splitting up, are we?
Once I'd step out of the protective aura of the artifact, it wouldn't be long before the Absolute overtakes me. I'd never let that happen, so I'd aim for a swift end. I would consume some midnight tears and venture as deep into the Underdark as I possibly could, till they cloud my eyes forever. With a bit of luck, I'd manage to make it to a mind flare colony so that when the orb erupts, one loud, last song of vengeance would reverberate through the dark. Wouldn't be a heroic end, but coarsely poetic enough in its justice. That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
Don't! Stop! Please! Please!
What's that?
My sweet Callum, whose beloved asked that his beauty never fade. My sweet Callum, whose beloved asked that his beauty never fade.
Look. Don't!
You feel crushing waves of fear as the presence within the door recoils. It can't let people through, not again. Images flash. A man cowering, a bag open at his feet. Gold coins spilling onto the floor. His cries for mercy are cut short as the hag slices into him, dismembering him painstakingly, limb by limb. She cackles, the man's remaining flesh twisted and contorted, becoming the twisted surface of the door before you. Flee, you feel it cry. A scene appears in your mind. 2 paladins and a cleric marching through the door, shrouded in the glow of the divine. Weapons brandished, they charge into the hag's lair. Screams of terror pierce the air.
You let them in? Naughty. That's a decade for each. You're mine for 30 more years, peddler.
The door stays silent. Its form flickers, and you realize that the door is transparent. You see the hag. She walks through the door, its form shimmering. The lightest touch of hope brushes your mind as the presence within retreats. corpse regards you lifelessly.
My family took her, my baby girl. Pretended, told Ethel, never wanted to see them again. Doesn't matter. Nothing. They didn't like me having some.
My dearest Ephraim, he begged me to help the deadly disease that ravaged him. Don't look. Don't! A thief who tried to steal from Auntie. Now the...
No! No! Don't look! Mustn't look, mustn't see! I see it. What's...
You realize there's magic at work. Some type of spell. An illusion.
Me. Dead. Dead! Flesh-rotten, but... skull-splitting. Gods, don't hurt me! Oh, please, 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 please. No! For mind-dripping, flesh-peeling, mind-flayer! Ah! No, 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 no! I'm sorry! No intention of letting that happen.
I've had better days.
Wait!
And worse ones.
Wait! Stop! Please! Wait! Wait! Don't look. Don't...
You feel the barest hint of life from within the door. You see the hag. With a jerk, you're pulled from the vision. The presence within shrinks, begging you not to run through it.
Wait!
You feel the barest hint of life from within. You see the... With a jerk, you're pulled from the vision.
Stop! Please! Please! Away! Away! Don't look. Don't! Stop! Please! Please!
Feel the barest hint of life from within. You see the hag, eyes bright with glee, as she sets fire to the door. With a jerk, you're pulled from the vision.
Back here!
Auntie, I'll break them.
No hesitation.
Don't make me hurt them!
Eat this!
Fuck yes.
I won't do it!
Witted slick licker! Listen! Pus-sucking magnet! Auntie, be kind to our guests!
I won't!
Alright, Karlak. It's go time.
You pestering bugle!
A little help, please.
better strength. Back to the anus that spat you out. You misshapen flesh lump. I won't hurt them.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
Feel that one later.
Nasty surprise. Caution is warranted here.
Best avoid that trap.
To bear.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Fine.
This'll be fun.
Better be careful not to trigger that thing.
Trap. Be cautious.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Don't look. Don't!
Have to keep low. What's theirs shall be mine.
Stop, please.